And we are now live! Hello, Stargazers! I am your magician, but you can call me Aster. We are back with the Ace Attorney Investigations collection.
Wahoo!
Wahoo! Midday stream, Europe-friendly stream. We're playing right now, early in the day, because Mug's a man is busy with work. And we really want to continue this game.
Yeah, I got about, less than 2 hours.
Less?
Yeah, girl, it starts at 4:15 and it takes me a while to get there.
Blah. Alright. Well, let's wait our usual 5 minutes and then we'll hop right into it.
Can you stream it to me?
Yes.
Kindly.
Why did I get a YouTube notification for myself?
Bro?
It's just like, Aster's live, like, no way.
Narcissism much? Fuck, yeah.
Anyway,
Side chat.
I'm so sad.
Why?
Because Kay isn't in this case.
Kay is not in this case?
No, she's in the next one.
What?
So we have, like, another case where we have, like, two unrelated girlies. We have, like, one girl who shows up and she's... Hello, stream! Welcome back, Gallant! Welcome in, Bandy. We have one girl who's, like... She acts as the assistant for this case and then never shows up again. Like... I think it's a choice, but, I mean... Maya. Hi, Kendra! Welcome in! God, the title music is so good. Like, it has no right to go this hard. Frankly, all of the investigations music is so good. Music a banger, right? That's what I'm saying.
By the way, I brought a snack with me upstairs. That's why it took so long.
Oh, that's why you were taking hot minute.
Yep.
Heartbroken in thousands of people. I'm voicing Kay Faraday in this chapter.
Yo!
Yo. Oh, speaking of which, darling, we should like, there was like that chibi artist that we had in mind to commission. We should. It'd be really fun to like add their art to like thumbnails, and also.
Oh my god, for real.
And also, it'd be really cool to have a separate starting soon screen, and like BRB, etc. for like when you and I are together. I was thinking about that today.
I agree. Let's do that.
Yeah, we should. Because then when people come in, they'll be like, oh, this is a Fen and Aster stream. Stuff like that. Ito mo na. I think it's good. What are you snacking on, darling?
Cookies.
Cookie! Oh, you didn't give me any?
You didn't ask.
I didn't know you had any.
I would have given you some if you asked.
Oh, I'm sad. Just a tiny Fen chibi shoved in the corner. Man, I'm imagining like a particular art style. Man, we should have little chibis. They'd be so cute.
What about the ones that Lydia drew for us?
I forgot! We literally have those!
You forgot?
How did I forget? That's silly. You
Girl!
should send me Lydia's chibi, and then I'll make some graphics with them. Chibi emotes for members, maybe? High-key, yeah. Glad we're sorting this on stream. Hey, we're on the starting soon screen. Nobody watches these anyway. Listen, when people go back to the VOD, I'm so serious. The whole point of the starting soon screen is just to fuck around. When people go back to the VODs, they skip this shit.
There you go, that's me.
I will make a graphic with this later. Not now, Kitten Whiskers.
Not now, Kitten Whiskers.
Daddy will discuss
Daddy's playing
this.
Ace Attorney Investigations.
TP Fen and Aster is definitely on my list to make. Oh, yes, please! I should open a P.O. box. At some point, I will open a P.O. box. Which is a shame.
So crazy that you're thinking about opening up a P.O. box. How the fuck are we in this position?
No, God. No, for real, right? Like, I didn't think we'd get this far so soon. It's only been a year. Like, it's crazy.
Not even.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a year.
It will be a year next month.
That's crazy. It has
And
been
the
5
way we're
minutes.
going, we may be getting about 1,000 subscribers every month,
So yeah.
which is crazy.
Alright, Turnabout
12
Airlines.
months, 12K, holy shit. Alright, Turnabout Airlines. Let's do this shit.
Let's do this
What's
shit.
up, everybody? It's Critical.
Hello? Why is he here?
I fucking hate Delta. Oh. Murder in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago.
Oh, I thought this was before. Whoops. I was wrong.
2 days earlier.
Oh.
Shit, we started in medias res. That's crazy.
Oh no, this is 2 days before the case in the office. Okay.
Yeah, so we started in medias res. Yes, everything began high up in the air. 9,000 feet in the air, to be precise.
Thank you for flying GoU Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence.
I can do the thing.
This is what they sound like, actually. Completely
Attention all
unintelligible.
passengers,
Jesus fucking Christ. Aster had less than 1,000 subs. Yeah.
Blood!
The fucking cravat jiggle physics.
Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed.
Reading there that we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. In your first door, we ask that you return to your seat and fulfill your statement.
I have no idea what he just said. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes.
Oh.
What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head! Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator.
He's going through it. My man's PTSD.
What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate.
Oh my
It
god.
was when I was still but a young child.
Trauma dumping!
I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. What the? What in the world happened?
Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your
He's dead!
Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts.
What's wrong? Did something happen?
No! You have it all wrong! It wasn't me! What the fuck is this cast of characters?
Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Teneiro. Unfortunately, we've just had a minor accident on this flight.
Teneiro?
An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was murder.
What? Murder? What's going on with this flight?
Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated.
Thanks, Sid. But someone was killed, right?
Everyone about the killer! Help!
Please, there's no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit.
I ask that everyone please remain calm.
What the heck is he talking about? What do you...
My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor, and I assure you I am not the killer.
Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy!
Now you listen here! I am not the killer! I simply found the body!
So you say, however, I'm sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even very strong, incriminating evidence to back me up.
What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation.
Our situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Teneiro, is it?
Yes.
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance to do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense? Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous?
You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Of course, as you wished.
Good. Very well then. Let's get started.
I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator.
Welcome in, Skittles.
What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred.
Oh shit, we're just straight into it.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator... It was you, standing there, with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon. So, if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
That's it? That's her evidence?
I don't think you could ask for more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it.
I mean, it's the third one, right?
This is so crazy that we're cross-examining her while we're fucking, like, tied up.
No, literally.
You saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there.
Nuh-uh.
So let's investigate this. I can't see
I think
anymore.
it's just a photo.
It's just a photo.
Just the photo of the boy, like, the bro being dead.
So, picked off a phone.
Miss Teneiro!
What is it with the yelling all of a sudden?
Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Teneiro, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct?
Yes. All that blood. Trip, trip, trip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator? Was this very travel wallet, Miss Teneiro?
What? Impossible!
Now then, do you still think I am the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet?
But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice.
Huh? Then...
That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist.
No!
There. That should clear up that pesky accusation.
Hold it! Wait just a sec. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside. Please.
She's trembling, and the tacked-on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself. Yellow.
She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside.
Welcome in, Nat.
Miss Teneiro, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
Grape juice stains the outer cover. True, it was I who dropped it in the juice. However, I didn't do it of ill intentions.
How do I open it? There we go.
Oh, okay. It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Hold it! Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly?
Girl?
Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is...
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you!
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit was. As you claimed, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks, well, after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
I love her bun. It's like 3 cubes.
Yo, what the fuck is that?
It is something
That is so like Minecraft.
No, literally. So we're not gonna present anything, I just want to look at everything. Flight itinerary. I can't see anything here. Okay.
I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money.
Present the prosecutor's badge, because we already make bank.
Hold on, let's go.
But there's but a passport inside. There's no money in there.
I mean, you could argue that, like, oh, because there's only the passport in there, he already took the money out.
Yeah, fair point.
I mean, I don't know, we could present it anyway.
What other thing is there to present? Could we press, maybe?
I think pressing is what we have to do.
Perchance. You think I was after his money? Where did that cockamamie idea come from? I've not seen cockamamie.
I've never seen that word before.
True, you are also a passenger in first class, but I thought something was off about you in those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
They're not lines. They're perfectly normal. They're part of my natural face.
I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible countenance on a flight before. And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble.
She really is making a fool of herself pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present the piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony.
So that
Okay, so obviously that fourth one. What do we present though? I feel like it would be the wallet.
I think,
Or
yeah.
wait. The
Hmm?
Can you examine that? Look at there's
Oh,
all
the
the
money's
fucking
on the
money on the
floor.
floor. There's money on the floor. Obviously not. I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Teneiro.
What is it now?
Miss Teneiro, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about the scene would prove that the motive for the murder was not the money?
Because we left it there.
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor.
Huh?
That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after.
Ah!
I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with this killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattered everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
But the wallet.
Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me! Please!
I fucking love this sound effect so much. It's just people.
Are you saying the attendant's wrong? The guy who did the killing?
I don't believe everyone's trick.
Will you all please be quiet? Miss Teneiro,
Yes?
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me. What the fuck? First talking in wingdings! What is it now?
My man speaks Borginian.
Miss Teneiro, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Borginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
What the fuck?
Give him,
Am I gonna be this?
Yeah. Give him
I said that he's given the runabout.
give him some sort of accent.
Oh god. I can't think of one.
I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see?
I'm not doing this though.
You, the attendant.
Yes, sir.
I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport.
Go with that.
I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for?
What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you.
Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land.
You! How dare you try to waste my time!
You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs!
I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are.
I know what you are.
I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I am pretty sure that's how you say it in English.
Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name.
I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am a very wealthy man in the Virginia. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout?
I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say.
Yes, and yet you continue to blather on.
I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator, going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock!
Licensed to love, laugh, maim, and murder? Man, new Live, Laugh, Love just dropped.
What the fuck is this game?
I love Ace Attorney.
And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says.
Wait, you saw him at 6?
Huh? What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant! What time did you discover the body?
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Oh!
Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes?
Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time.
Me too, I was watching the movie.
I was still eating. Still haven't finished, see?
Kid.
The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose? No compliant, I see. Not a single word against this, right?
I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me.
Oh, so you say. But do you have, what you say, the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw. Enough to give testimony?
Of course! I was looking at the man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time.
Machine?
Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? He was making me crazy with a click, click, click.
From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say, I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget.
I mean, this is the universe where
I fucking hate poor people.
I mean, this is the universe where people only have, like, flip phones, so...
I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw.
I like
I'm gonna
this
go
voice
with this
better.
voice. Yeah, I like this voice a lot better. Miss Teneiro,
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I could produce the real culprit.
I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English.
It's Fox guarding the hen house. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts.
Richard Nixon.
Richard
being-
Nixon being sprayed with a fire hose.
There's nothing but scandal here.
Bro.
Watergate.
Miss Teneiro, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
This will not be approved.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
You make it sound like he's choking on his double chin. No, literally, this is what, like, big double chin sounds like.
Real life Peter Griffin here. You know what really grinds my gears? Fortnite. You're not planning to erase evidence when you're doing your investigation, yes?
Of course not.
We will play.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What?
I am in your debt, Miss Teneiro.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural that, as I am still a suspect in this case.
I take full responsibility and will watch over Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use tea to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Finally, I get a moment to fucking eat my snack, bro. I'm so goddamn hungry.
Oh no.
Fuck!
I love this girlie.
Excuse me,
She's just
but
like
may
me.
I have a word with you? You there?
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay?
Hey, wake up, you!
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I
Hi!
were her boss.
Sirius here.
Hey! If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. What a dick.
In order to preserve the crime scene, I'm afraid the elevator's not in service. To get to the first floor lounge, we should take the stairs. Are you in need of assistance?
Miss Teneiro, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge.
As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around.
If you could pass a message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation.
I will. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you.
Of course. And I take no offense.
Do you really understand what I'm saying?
Yes, verily.
Do you pinky swear you do? On your honor as a professional prosecutor?
I pinky swear I do, on my honor as a professional prosecutor.
Well, I guess that settles that.
I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing.
Even if you show that to me, I still cannot allow you free reign. I'm sorry, but I must admit that I still have my doubts about you.
Go there, I have food in my mouth, sorry.
Bro. I'm just working.
Bro, I'm
so
hungry.
Trainings, very boring videos. Stream is more interesting. You're so real. That's precisely what we stream for. So people who are
To be
doing
not boring.
Yeah, so people who are doing boring things can spice things up a little. Hee 7:26 a.m.
I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Teneiro.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asked that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff key card, and we found no record of a key card being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either.
Begin investigation.
Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Ha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene?
Is it this or this?
The footprints,
The
Ren.
footprints. I didn't even see those.
Girl, come on.
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints.
Is this game not allowed to say wine? No, what do you mean? It's not wine at all. It's grape juice.
So you think...
Non-alcoholic.
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
That's interesting.
What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
How did you manage not to send a message in your message? Welcome in Shadow Eclipse. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. Or Yugo, I guess it would be. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell in our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon?
There's a card here.
Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks is really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes?
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken.
So we got this. No, this isn't worth investigating? Alright, then I think we may be done here. Alright, let's
Do
logic.
some logic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Murder weapon and blunt force trauma.
That's what I'm thinking.
A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Damn!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting.
Damn.
I mean, what clues point to where the killer is?
Yeah, we have the footprints.
Hmm.
Okay.
I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information.
Okay, whatever.
Now I'm dying.
I'll try this and then...
Whoa!
Oh, shit! Thank you for the 5! Hey, Miss
Holy
Fortune!
fuck.
I don't recognize most of these names. That's a shame. Hey, thank you for the gifted, though. I really appreciate
Oh my goodness!
it.
Thank you, Shadow Eclipse, for the message with no message, and then 5 gifted membership.
07!
Appreciate
Thank you so
it. 07.
much.
I'm doing the 07 in
07.
real life. We appreciate it.
Hold on.
That's 5 more people added to the
07.
apprenticeship.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story.
In the elevator with Hicks. I don't think there's a way to
Can we
prove that right now.
prove?
I think we have to investigate some more.
A pity that a bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilt at its feet.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he'd be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect?
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know since I was unconscious for most of it.
Poor Edgeworth. I feel
Why
so
was he unconscious?
Honestly, he probably had a panic attack.
Oh, poor guy. This toppled over chair. Yet another victim of the turbulence.
No! Look at all that grape juice staining the back! I may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was?
Yes! It was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these rocker pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. And maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing that conversation would get.
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano, it's more like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but its keys to press along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys.
That's really creepy, actually. Could you imagine walking up to that? That's like
These
something out of a
counter
horror
windows
movie.
Yeah, for real. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
Clouds. They tell me nothing.
So dramatic.
There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
Case in point.
I've also never heard that word.
I have also never heard that word. That's why I fucking stumbled over it. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There was quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name!
So I guess there has to be something that we need to logic. I don't know, I don't think this is gonna be anything, but... Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. I have it!
Huh? I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes. It's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding. Or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see that the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator.
Ah.
Are you in here now? Must be more clues. So maybe we can logic some more. No, we can't. Okay.
Okay, guess not. Nice.
About the victim.
I was wondering if you noticed anything, Miss Teneiro?
Yes, I can't help but notice the sad atmosphere in here.
Yes, it is a rather tragic crime.
I'll say, robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt. I can't forgive someone who would do this to a passenger of mine. I swear, as a professional flight attendant, that I will capture the culprit with my own hands.
And I promise as a prosecutor to solve this case with logic and deduction. I should go over all the leads I've collected so far one more time. The key to solving this lies at the intersection of my logic and the evidence.
So maybe I need to deduce something at a specific point?
There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence. I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from the picture. Or if I could just put my finger on it.
Is it not this thing?
There's something sticking out of his pocket.
I missed a
You
bunch.
won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. You can deduce what was on the lanyard. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? It might need to be, like, on his lanyard.
Yeah, I think it's the lanyard, not this.
Urethra! Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
We actually have it on the soundboard if you join the server.
Yeah, here, I'll play it for you guys.
Urethra! 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 Urethra!
I'm sorry, it's really funny. I really like it. Am I alive? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, you just didn't say anything.
Urethra!
No, it's I'm just listening to this and I'm thinking about the fact that
Urethra.
you and Yuri did that for 5 minutes straight yesterday.
Yes, we did. We sat in VC for 5
Fucking
minutes straight.
Psychos.
What? Psychos? Rude. Live chat's not refreshing. Hey, I have one of those. Oh, Isabe's here. Hi. I didn't see the message. My live chat wasn't refreshing. That's weird.
His machine?
His cell phone, Miss Teneiro.
Ah, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes. I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
That's what we needed.
What's going on over there?
Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is like...
But the movie...
Despicable. What? I will not talk to you anymore. You were just wasting my time.
What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Don't tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Where was the prosecutor? Did you prove you were innocent?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What? Nothing? Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Suit yourself.
We're actually facing off against this dude? Good lord.
The fuck?
I am so nice on Mr. Hicks of that elevator. It was when the details in my pocket was pointing to the 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, right? And you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal.
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can display it, then come, let me see. Hurry, do we look like a man who is having the time to wait for you?
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast.
So we were not the only one because of the footprints. Fuck.
Uh-oh. Your testimony just now contradicts this piece of evidence.
Oh, yes, for the armor contradict us.
Oh, you are correct. Well, what does it have to do with our present situation?
We're comprised of the parts against and speak. I dare say I don't deal in such double talk. My dealings are clean.
That's all well and good, however, but about this piece of evidence...
There's no value in that. I'm not interested in buying that from you. Ah!
Sorry, this is really difficult.
It's okay.
Plenty of value in it. Maybe press this? And, like, maybe we'll get, like, an extra statement?
Yeah. Hold it.
That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of.
Hold it! No! 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 Your silly opinion is much mistaken.
Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you were both mistaken.
Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. He certainly has a lot of confidence in his testimony. Push comes to shove, I may need to press him for more information. Ah, well, better start pressing him. Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time?
Of course I saw what was inside.
You are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes! The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go.
The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
And that's what
Wrong.
we did. There we go. And the music stopped.
Mr. LeBlanc.
Ugh. I love that sprite.
What is it?
There was a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Well, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence.
It's like a yappy dog acquired the ability to speak.
But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints. Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator, alive. There must have been one other person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can you please translate for us?
Does she have all her fucking tits on this? What is up with that?
No way. That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said.
No way! That is totally impossible! I know there was no other person in there. I saw him with my own eyes.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. It doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me?
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly under the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one!
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? You two have an issue with my eye when you're testimony.
No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. That second one.
I don't remember.
What did he say? Like, it's very was always checking the time. Press this.
Why?
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Yeah, like that's kind of specific that he knows it's exactly at 6.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie's starting time. What's getting back to the time? Hey, buddy. What is that the point?
Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Oh! Summary, plot, and its start time. Interesting.
He's right. It says that it will start
The
on...
timetable's at 6.
Yeah. 6 on the dot.
There It was supposed to show license to love, death, maimed, and murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I check my pocket watch whenever possible so I could not miss it. I always had my pocket watch for the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong, it matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very late.
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright.
The movie I wanted to see when I started, so I checked my pocket watch many times.
I mean, we got a new statement, and that's important, but like...
Yeah, wait, what's the new statement?
This one.
This one?
Or is it the next one? I watch it set to my destination's
time.
I always set it when I board the plane.
Oh, wait a second.
But isn't... I mean, yeah.
Destination time?
I mean, yeah.
Then that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, because then Sky
Oh,
Magazine...
departure time!
Departure time
Oh!
zone. Aha! Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I have set my pocket watch to destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky Magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Teneiro, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Jingfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time, so right now we are still running on Borginian time.
What?
The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule.
What was
That fucking Charlie Kirk looking ass smile. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony, and you can bet 1 million cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
Sponge Baby Boy.
This should clear up all the remaining accusations. Good God.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time? And what was he doing?
I've got something to say.
And you are...
Yeah, oh, I'm Cammie Meele. I'm a flight attendant.
Cammie Meele?
Uh-huh.
Cammie Meele?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. This is Ace Attorney. You should know this by now. Like, have you never played an
What is it
Ace
you wish to say? No, I just, god damn it. I'll never forgive them for I'll be your guide.
I'll never forget them for Trust in Me. A T-Con. Yeah. Trust in Me! I think about that a lot.
Stop!
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammie? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know?
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right! He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
Oh, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Jingfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on in Jingfa.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off, but eventually...
Her fucking
The
smile.
difference between these two, I can't get over that.
Her smile is
It's
so,
so
funny.
She's like,
Also, like, her fucking boobs. Like, they... It's really funny.
But eventually everyone, including Cammie and myself, came back on the plane.
Also, you can tell that she's not wearing a bra.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind.
Refueling in Jungfa. Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell all of you, Mr. Ackby Hicks was in there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Alright, then that puts the time of murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
Okay, now, what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Jungfa.
No! You were here the whole time but 5, yes? And you are the only one who can be the killer!
Mr. Edgeworth? Were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do we explain the footprints?
It's not that obvious. This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge. We need to kill him. And then he put the corpse in the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
Do you have another idea?
I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. There's something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge. The footprints.
Oh no. Oh, okay, never mind.
The footprints leading to the shop.
Yeah, good point.
It was a simple slip of the hand,
What's
I
a
assure
missing
you!
point?
It was a missing point, missing point!
Oh, Siri, are you gonna make a tea joke about being thirsty? I get it, Cammie Meele. These footprints. In which direction do you think these are headed?
That would be the in-flight shop.
Correct. They are headed in the direction of the shop.
But they look disconnected. They end all of a sudden.
You are right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there is another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. Besides the footprints, what else points to the in-flight shop? It could be the statue, maybe?
Oh, yes.
The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop.
I forgot.
It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How, then, did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Yeah, don't
Open
worry,
it.
Assyria. I know what you are.
Such a trivial point. It only means you repaired it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man?
Hold it. If I may.
What is that?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh? Why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before when we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Miss Teneiro, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
When you were in the place for?
Yes?
This is slowly turning into Scooby-Doo.
I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room. The flight attendant's room.
Yeah.
The flight
Are you
attendant's
saying you
room.
passed by me at some point?
Yes. You seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop with the pie place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes. The upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then? Hold it.
What is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for permission to search the entire plane, so I think we're all right. Oh, that's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Teneiro?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said that you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are.
You, wait a minute! What are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Teneiro, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Teneiro that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority.
Fucking smile. So funny. Is she coming?
She's passing out, bro. 8:32, Jesus.
Oh wow, some time passed.
So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene!
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There's a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit.
Begin investigation. I don't know much about this shop. You can still ask me about whatever.
So what do you think about what has happened regarding this case?
I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite!
Me, I got you the permission to look around. You know? So don't forget it.
How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what really show your thanks? You see that item for sale over there?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation.
Oh, I'd love to have this piece of jewelry. Can I have it?
No, you may not! This is a prosecutor's badge!
Please, why'd you show it to me?
I wanted to prove to you that I really am a prosecutor, and that it's not possible for a prosecutor like me to commit a crime such as... I see that I'm just wasting my time with Cousin Hare here.
Cousin Hare is crazy.
Cousin Hare?! What are these?
Oh, these are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world you try, you buy.
No way! But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane?
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Captain Yuko heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you?
It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with!
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Miss Teneiro designed this?
Welcome to Udeshi Potato. Yeah, was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp, like stinky sharp cheddar maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so... bleh.
Miss Teneiro designed this, did she? Definitely not what I would have expected. Ugh!
You okay?
I'm fine! Please watch yourself, Miss Meele! Letting a suitcase freely roll around has gotta be a safety violation.
Doesn't have a lock on it? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll put it back.
There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Hi, Rose. Bye, Rose.
Okay, then how about
Bye,
you buy
Rose.
something
Bye,
for me
Rose.
then? As a present.
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk.
That's crazy.
Glass from this display case's door shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat? I swear I've seen it before.
That's interesting.
There are all kinds of luxury name brand merchandise for sale on this display case. And they're lined up in just such a manner as to scream, "Buy me!" to any passers-by. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Meele is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that?
That's insane.
Stuffed animal abuse, crazy.
So we've established where the hat is from. It's from the... Oh!
Boom. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see.
Looks complete.
I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it?
Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything?
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Deduce. I mean, I guess we can deduce that the statue was originally here.
There is definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Hugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. I was actually thinking that, like, mentally, but I thought it was just like a game thing.
Nah. Nope, no, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too.
That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Hugo bank from here after the turbulence. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meele, and listen when I'm talking! The murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
But then, what if when the killer went to take Captain Hugo, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh. And who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Teneiro.
Oh. I mean, we can investigate, but I don't think there's anything.
Not a single piece of glass inside the display case, which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass, which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Hugo from here after the turbulence. That would also mean that the piggy bank could not be the murder weapon.
The law?
Yeah. Yes. There was definitely something wrong here.
What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meele, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Well, sure, they totally ooze strange, like the color and such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meele. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind, I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Well, pay attention to the feet of them. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. You see how the right one has the little blocker, but the left one doesn't?
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she'd heard what you just said. Oh, what's wrong?
Makes a good point. It would be nice of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. The feetsies.
Yeah, the feetsies.
Take that!
I was wondering, because, I mean, we saw, along with the footprints, we saw, like, something that looked like it'd been dragged out from the grape juice.
Maybe there's something inside the suitcase.
I'm thinking, right?
There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in...
As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And...
And so it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we?
Whoa, okay.
What's this? The wheel is completely covered in something. This color and this scent. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. But why would there be juice on the wheel of a suitcase?
Alright, well, let's open her up.
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood!
Ah! It's blood!
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all.
Investigation complete!
Woo!
So, explain this to me? What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty
What can I
safe
take?
to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps. A manner.
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is... Take that! Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
Yeah. But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments, however. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. It sounds like fun. We could camp out and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not at the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Meele reminded me about Miss Teneiro, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
To be continued.
Be continued. That's perfect timing because
And that's where we're gonna stop today.
Yahoo!
Has Franny showed up yet? Not yet.
What the fuck?
She'll show up right here, though. Do you want to stop here, darling?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, I think Franny shows up literally in this scene, but
Oh, then do you want to do that?
Sure, but I don't know how long the scene is. How much time do you have?
20 minutes.
We can finish then. Are you dressed and everything?
Yes.
Cool.
I know that once
Never
we've
mind.
landed.
Doing this.
Huh? Oh. I'm supposed to let the local police take over, and thanks to Miss Teneiro and Miss Meele, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Teneiro in private. I'm left wondering just what she was up to. Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation.
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
Franziska? I thought you were still in Germany.
I go where I am needed. And wherever there are criminals to be caught.
Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are.
Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest.
What?
It's quite frustrating, actually. I'd hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame?
Wait! It has all been a big misunderstanding! I didn't kill the victim!
A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death.
Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed a man?
Lower. I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I've investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then.
That's as it should be.
I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way. The fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for.
Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together?
I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town.
Trust me, I had no intention to.
Detective Gumshoe!
Oh shit, Judge isn't here.
Shit.
You do him.
Yes, sir.
That's his voice. Too slow.
I'll just do the fucking...
Oh!
Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand?
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him?
A simple yes or no, detective.
Yes, sir, understood, sir. You just leave it to me.
Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Classy.
Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay.
Are they actually siblings or is that localization fuckery? So basically, Franziska's dad, Manfred von Karma, adopted Edgeworth because Edgeworth's parents fucking died. And so von Karma literally adopted him and they were raised like siblings. So it was a formal adoption. Yeah, it was. I think the only reason that he still goes by Edgeworth is because he's like, you know, following his dad.
Thank you, Detective.
I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this.
I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. After this. Next time.
Next time.
When we have Jet.
Yes.
Big stretch. If you excuse me, I gotta go update some fanfics.
All right, and with that, that was a little bit of AI. Yeah, this case is all right. Things get better next chapter. Thanks for coming, everyone. I tend to listen to Aster about these matters since she's fluent in Japanese. Yeah, and I mean, like some people will say like they're siblings, or they'll like do something like fucking Sailor Moon where they were dating and then they ended up actually being like, they localized it so they were fucking cousins, which is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Last case was goated. The last case is good. The last confrontation is not. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me, darling.
Of course, I need to get ready for work.
Off you go. Incessant.
Off I
Fucking
go.
Alright, bye-bye, darling. Thank you.
Bye, chat. Byron.
Bye-bye. Alright, and I'll be here for a little longer because I want to chat with y'all a little bit. Rainbow Suitcase goes hard. Yeah. Later, Fen. Bye, Fen. Bye, Fen. There was something that I wanted to say, but I forgot. I hate those suitcases. You're so real. Nah, I forgot, actually. You know what, it's fine. I'm gonna make new graphics for when we do group streams. Or when we do duo streams, rather. We do have matching art from Lydia. I love how much they act like siblings. I think they're silly. So, shut up, Sif. You know me, Aster is a designer. I'm affronted by that design. I can tell. Yeah, those suitcases are kind of ugly as fuck. But Rhoda's cute. I mean, it's kind of like, why are you here? Because she shows up for like this case and then is just like gone. Like, she's like the... Because like in Ace Attorney, you know how we have like the, you know, the figure that's like the assistant. And she is the assistant, but like, I don't know, she doesn't do anything. Alright. She's the Maya for this chapter. Yeah, and only for this chapter. After this we get Kay and she's peak. I love her. I'm so excited for her. I forget how her catchphrase goes. Did they make any new audio dramas to go with the AI collection in Japan like they did with other collection remasters? They did. And fun fact, I actually translated the Great Ace Attorney ones. And I know that there was one for the Apollo Justice trilogy release. Somebody asked me if I would translate it because I translated the ones for the Great Ace Attorney. I said that already. And I was like, if you send it to me, I'll translate it. I don't have it, so... Or wait, do I have it? I went to the Capcom store this year, not long after the Apollo Justice collection released. And I think I did pick it up there, actually. But I think it's like on a physical CD, so I'd have to learn how to burn CDs. I know that. I remember asking you if you could translate the Great Ace Attorney musical. Yeah, I actually have seen the Great Ace Attorney musical. I don't know if it's like available on film everywhere. It's already been fan translated. Oh, it has. Alright. But But yeah, I really liked the Great Ace Attorney musical. It was very cute. The mystery was fun. I liked the music, and they kind of made like Ryunosuke and Susato have like these really cute love songs. It was really sweet.
君を名前で呼びたい君を名前で呼んでいいかな
So good. I can resend it. When did you send it to me? Did you email me? Because I mean, if you just like put the link in like a YouTube comment, it probably won't show. Because I don't allow links from anyone but mods and myself. In an email? Alright, I'll go check that then. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm gonna call it here. And with that, everybody, I'll see you again next time. And good night.